Oh. Oh.
My name's Griffin, and I live in this SUV. My favorite way to explore is by finding rocks and bringing a camera along for the adventure. Today I'm in northern Arizona, taking you to two spots where you can find a cool material called pastelite. It's chalcedony that comes in a variety of different colors, and some of it even gets to over 100 pounds in size out here. Towards the end of the video, I'll take you on Google Maps and I'll show you how you can get to this spot too.
I know you're not normally supposed to get close to wildlife out in the middle of nowhere, but I found wild donkeys, and if fate decides that I'm supposed to be killed by a wild donkey, well, kind of seems fitting, doesn't it? Here they are. I pulled off on a dirt road and just saw them kind of hanging out.
Once I get to explaining where I am, it'll make sense where there's donkeys roaming around everywhere.
Well, come back.
The spot that I'm in is called Burro Creek, which is a vast expanse of space kind of near the town of Wickiup, Arizona. The pastelite we're going to be looking for is an agate-like material that can be anywhere from gray to blue to even purple in color.
And I actually talked to a cattle rancher on the side of the road as I was pulling in here. The guy was riding a horse and I was out in my SUV, and talked to him, and he said there's some pretty cool rocks around this area that does bring quite a few people down this road to come out and look. So I think I'm definitely in the right spot, or at least somewhere where I'll find some cool stuff. Here's something. It's got some bright coloring. Looks like surface staining on it. It's got another one right next to it too. Kind of has some blue tinting and bands going through it. I'm just gonna launch my stuff down and kind of start making a pile, I guess. I wonder what lives in here, but up here, this looks like it's almost like a water level agate, or pretty close, with the flat laying bands on it. Throw that down in the pile too. Why not? So this area has a whole bunch of quartz in it, and it doesn't really grow in big crystals. There's lots of this material right here, which I believe is called chert, and this is what I think was used to make arrowheads. I know this is an area where there's a lot of arrowheads that are found.
Like normal, I'm going to try to do voiceover to save you guys from the wind noise whenever it picks up. And this piece right here is a decent-sized chunk of chalcedony. In this video, you'll hear me call this all sorts of different names, from agate to chalcedony to pastelite. Regardless of what name you want to use for this stuff, it's all microcrystalline quartz, and I think it's pretty cool looking.
Here's another decent-sized agate right here. Oh, well, just sitting on the surface. I don't think there's actually any really reason to keep all these. I already have quite a bit of material that looks like this. I think that instead I'm going to try to find something bigger or more colorful when I'm out here. And then the geology kind of switches up here. It goes from these banks of the wash and it switches to like this more clay geology. Here's what that looks like up close. It definitely looks like some sort of clay or something that's kind of hardened. I'm not going to burst it apart, but you can kind of see it's already moving around and wiggling as you tap it with the hammer. Even in the clay though, there's still chalcedony and some material that kind of looks like agates. And I'm gonna try to pull this one out actually. It's got some interesting kind of red and yellow coloration to it on the edges. Not sure I'll keep all these. I'm just gonna put it to the side for now. They're just huge here. This one weighs probably about 10 pounds. They're just all over the place.
I had finally gotten to the point in my traveling where I needed to be a little bit selective about what I all took with me. Lucky for me, I was about to start finding some really cool stuff that I came here looking for.
Well, right as I got back by all my stuff, I noticed that I actually happened to set up right next to something pretty crazy. I think it's the biggest agate I've ever seen. Let me show you. So here's where all my stuff was, and then right here, oh, look at this. Here's my hand for scale, and that thing is like buried. It goes all the way up to here, and oh my God, I think I need to get this out. Maybe that's today's project. Let's see how we do. I'm pretty nervous about the side of this entire bank caving in, so I'm trying to like stay on my feet in case I need to, you know, dive or make a run for it when I pull this thing out. But I don't know, it should be fine. Oh. That was easier than I thought. Oh. Oh. Look at that. Oh my God. Well, without a shadow of a doubt, this is the biggest rock I now own. And it's definitely the biggest piece in my collection. Oh my God. I don't know how cool it's gonna be. It's really dirty. She needs like a big, aggressive, powerful name to her. I think I've got it. From this moment forward, her name is gonna be Donna. Here she is. All right, Donna, let's get you home. Oh. The car is like really far that way, so give me a bit. I'm gonna carry her on out of here. Oh. Well, she's home now. Time to make some room for her. Laundry, that can go on the roof. Water, important. Always make sure you have a ton of water out here. It's winter and it's still super dry. I've never drank this much water in my life. All right, big girl, let's put you home. My God, I have so many questions about what I'm doing with my life. And I'll use this headlamp to kind of try to shine some light on Donna to show you what she looks like up close. And you can definitely see that there's some translucency to it and it kind of glows a little bit in the light.
So I know I might get some comments that it's too dirty to even see what it actually is. And believe it or not, after cleaning it, I only got that little bit of dirt on the bottom to come off. This is unfortunately as clean as Donna gets. This is a high-grade piece of Burro Creek pastelite. And essentially, this is what I'm hoping the inside of Donna might look like if I get really lucky. I decided to go about 2 miles further down the road, and I stopped right before I got to those clay cliffs that you see in the background.
Here's what the ground looks like in here, and it's just littered with as much chalcedony and agate type material as you can imagine. You can pick up pretty much any rock you want and look at it and find some sort of reason why you could convince yourself that you'd want to keep it. Everything in here is pretty unique. There's all sorts of cool different stuff you can find up here. This is a perfect place, an example of that. It's just everywhere on the ground, and this rock is actually very sharp in my hand, so I'm trying not to hold it too tightly. Just above my pinky, it almost looks like opal that you'd find somewhere in like Idaho. There's just really cool material all throughout this place. Check this one out. If you look at that, not my face, it's got these cool little water level like patterns on it, kind of like an agate you'd find near Lake Superior. So I think I'm definitely gonna take this little slice with me. And here's the biggest one I could find in here. It really puts Donna to shame. Check this one out. Oh my God, here, sitting on it really doesn't show you. Here's my foot for scale. But yeah, this thing's an absolute beast.
Zooming in even closer, you could see it was complete with these cool druzy quartz formations also.
This one's pretty cool too. It's got these red bands that go throughout it on the side here. Trying to actually look while I record. Yeah, there's all sorts of different colors and variations of it in here. It comes in all sorts of different colors, like this one right here. It has almost like a rainbow type gradient to it. I'm losing the sun, so it's not as easy to show you, but yeah, this one's coming home with me. Slice this one up.
Now it's time to start rounding up my finds and fitting just my few favorite pieces into the car.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
So this fun, windy dirt road that I'm on right now is called Burro Creek Crossing Road. It's down Highway 93 from the town of Wickiup, Once you get to Burro Creek Crossing Road, it'll be dirt and gravel on both sides. Just make sure you go east. Once I was on Burro Creek Crossing Road, I continued east for about 11 or 12 miles and just kind of watched the geology change as I went. In order to find these spots, I just kind of kept hopping out of the car and started looking at the ground until I saw a bunch of Chalcedony. By no means are these the only 2 spots you can look, or like the best ones you can find in this place. If you made it all the way to the end, I really appreciate you watching. Subscribe if you want to see me dodge tarantulas and take you to a really cool spot in Eastern California next time.